They're the Conbini boys. They're the Conbini boys. They're the Conbini boys.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Matt, how's it going?
Well, for me, Mike, it's going better than it is for you.
Yes.
I picked up a PlayStation 5 on Thursday. I saw a news story on The Verge. They were in stock at Sony.com. I've seen this story 1,000 times. By the time I click, it's always out of stock. This time, it actually said, buy now. And, as I was filling out the shipping, the billing, I thought for sure along the way this thing's going to collapse. And it never did, Mike. I got an order confirmation number. My credit card was charged. And UPS tried to deliver yesterday, but I was not home. I was at an open house. And so it's available for pickup at a CVS, strangely.
It's interesting.
Just got the door shut. I don't think the old lady's excited about the PlayStation 5 coming into the home. She should be, because it means we're upgrading to a 4K TV.
Ooh.
But yeah, Mike, you have not been so lucky, and on your birthday, no less. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Matt. Yeah, it's my birthday. I'd like to say...
I've ever heard.
Yeah, well, no. But first and foremost, congratulations. You are now in the upper echelon of society. You are a person with a PlayStation 5. You're in the top 0.0001% of the true elite. Matt, I gotta say, yeah, when I heard the news that you got a PlayStation 5, I was so pumped up. And I've been trying, for a long time as well to get my hands on a PlayStation 5. And as we were talking about before the show started, in Japan, most places now, if you're going to be able to buy a PlayStation 5 in store somewhere, you need a credit card from that store. Crazy. Yeah. And I've held off on this because, I don't want to just make random credit cards. But yesterday I took Leo to the toy store, the electronics store, and I saw, hey, in stock, PlayStation 5. And I thought,
Whoa.
You know what? Tomorrow's my birthday. Why don't I'll just do it. I'll just make a stupid credit card and then I'll cancel it after I buy it. So I went through the whole process. Was getting all pumped up. They brought the PlayStation 5 up to the front.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I'm like, Leo, hold on, buddy. We gotta wait about 20 minutes because they gotta, run it through the verification system. And so Leo and I were there. We're just kind of waiting. He's being a really good boy. They come back. Denied, Matt. Denied. No reason. As I told you, it was a credit line of $4,000, Matt. I have a full-time job. I am 38 years old. $4,000 in credit is too much, apparently. So, yes, Matt, unfortunately, I was unable to get a PlayStation 5. But I'm still hopeful that in the future I can join you at the pinnacle of civilization, the PlayStation
This is
5
outrageous, though. I mean, you were denied. First, that you need to sign up for a credit card. You can't just give them cash. All of Japan ran on cash, I guess, until the PlayStation 5 came out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's the scalpers, Matt. The scalpers. They're ruining everything.
I'm sorry, man. Anyway, I don't know how to. Yeah. It's a tough
Enjoy.
situation.
No. And like I said, this was all kind of because you got that PlayStation, I was so excited. And so I just want to take a
But
minute
they took
again.
it to the front, though. I mean,
They took it to the front. They didn't need to do that, right?
it's crazy.
They didn't need to do that. I even got a bag because I was making a credit card that got all these goodies like jellies and stuff like that. They let me keep those. And the lady, that was nice. But
Yeah. Was she like, emotional when the denial came back?
yeah, because we were. Oh, jeez, I even was gonna purchase the insurance, the special extended 3-year store insurance. I never would do that, but I was just like, all right, what I'll just do it. I'm feeling happy today. And I got freaking denied, Matt. All right. Anyways, Matt, congrats. I'm excited that you're going to be playing Horizon Forbidden West here coming up soon. I want to hear your full review.
I was forced to buy the bundle. That's true. Sure. But I do like that game. So yeah, I'll share more about it as I unpack. I'll probably actually keep slogging through Assassin's Creed, the Viking one, which this game, never-ending game, continues. Yeah.
Do you have it on disc, or is it a downloaded game?
No, it's a download game. Yeah.
Oh, well then you can just continue on the PlayStation 5, Matt. I think you can just.
Oh, that's what I was planning to do. Yeah.
Oh,
which
right,
would be great,
right.
because you were saying that it's zippier. And when you fast travel in Assassin's Creed, it's the slowest fast travel I've ever been through.
Oh, you're going to be zipping. I've heard that you're just... Boom. I heard that on the PlayStation 5 for fast travel, they had to purposefully slow it down because it's jarring as a player
What?
to be able to fast travel so fast. This is what I heard long ago. I don't know if it's true. You're probably still going to be...
All right, well, that's what I'm most excited about then, because this fast travel, it sucks. They list tips. They got like 80 tips for you to read.
Oh, yeah.
You might as well just do short clips of like, Atlas Shrugged or something. Give me 1,000-page book so I can fast travel to Gloucestershire or whatever. Not that I want to read Atlas Shrugged, but
no, yeah.
saying,
Well,
give me a large book. Give me Power Broker by Robert Caro. I could finish it over the weekend.
Yeah.
With the amount of fast travel. Fast travel.
Well, you got a lot of tips. I'm excited to hear some of those tips at some point. But anyways, all right. This isn't a PlayStation podcast, although it might be. If I get a PlayStation 5, we might have to transition into hot tips.
Conbini's Twitch. PlayStation 5 Conbini Twitch live stream.
That's a good point. We should do that. Yep. To commemorate both of us getting PlayStation 5 whenever I get one.
On the links with Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods.
That's the other big news this week. Tiger Woods is back on the cover of a golf game. 2K23. Anyway, you're right.
Yeah,
let's jump, but we gotta go. We gotta go here.
We gotta go. We got big news.
All right, Mike, you're right. You're damn right. We got big news. Conbini always got big news, and this week, Mike, some really big news coming out. I think it was over a year ago, maybe closer to 2 years ago, Mike.
Yes.
We featured a story about robots coming to the Conbini.
Yeah.
And these robots were a bit strange because they're restocking robots, so they stock shelves. They put the Oi Ocha tea on the shelf, so it's ready for you as a customer to pick. But vision systems, AI, it's not where it needs to be for these things to operate completely autonomously, at least not a couple of years ago. And so the backup is for somebody to throw on a VR headset and then manually operate remotely the robot.
Yeah.
And that makes you think, well, what's the point of that? We've just taken... We're still using human labor, but much less efficiently, because instead of just pick and place, you're sort of swimming through the VR ether, trying to help this very incapable piece of hardware move a canned coffee about 2 feet from one shelf to another. So we were skeptical, Mike, when this first came out. You know who is no longer skeptical? Family Mart. They've purchased a slew of these robots, Mike, and they are deploying them to 300 Family Marts. This is big news.
Big news.
And they're going to operate behind the scenes, so customers shouldn't interact with these things. They're going to go from the coolers where the delivery trucks leave the canned coffees, the waters, the Oi Ochas, all that stuff, and they're going to move them to the customer-facing shelves, which are cleverly placed just a couple feet away. So that's the deal here, Mike. What are your thoughts on this big play by Family Mart?
Yeah, well, first off, just a huge jump from what we were talking about a couple years ago. I think we completely disregarded this as any
Oh yeah.
like possibility, but this is true. You know, they call it AI, but true automation, where it sounds like the robot can do most of the stuff itself, can like scan the aisles to see what's missing, and then like put it in, you know, where it needs to be, see if there's any like things are out of place. This all like makes sense, and if they're gonna use robots, this is the kind of stuff that you know, baseline sort of stuff that you think that they'd be talking about in the first place. It sounds like, and from the picture as well, they have a fallback where if the robot gets, you know, if it goes kind of like Terminator style, you know, like out of control, they can, you know, flip on the headset and you know, reel it back in. So which makes sense, but in general, I gotta say, Matt, this is sounding interesting. This is, you know, part of the job that you know, that humans, I don't think really enjoy doing too much. So yeah, man, I think that this is interesting. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I agree. You know, this is a boring assignment for a human. It's pretty simple. And like you were saying, they are claiming some pretty impressive vision systems combined with AI. They're even claiming they can prioritize which drinks they restock. And I'm hoping at the top of that list, just a hard command, canned coffee, veto.
Overrides all other
Overrides
commands.
all things. Yeah, after every if or statement, it's just always, you know, even if all of these are true, you still put the canned coffee back on the shelf. I still remain skeptical because there is a video of this thing operating, and even at 15 times speed, playing the video back, this thing is still moving very slowly.
Yeah.
And if you're in a high volume convenience store in a big metropolitan area, is this thing going to be able to keep up? I don't know. And then if you have to slap on that VR headset, you slow down even more. So I'm a little bit worried about the speed of this thing, but I'm sure that will be able to improve over time. But this would be a big gain for convenience stores, especially with labor being so hard to come by. You know, if you can just slap a robot back there and stock the shelves, that's a big deal. I do wonder, you know, bottles and cans, they got a hard case, so easy for a little picker thing to grab. And onigiri, that's a delicate item. I wonder if they'll be able to one day grab an onigiri.
Well, that's two things. One thing, that is something that I noticed throughout this article. It does seem to be strictly at this point just drinks. Because you would think like soft breads and onigiris, like how are they going to do that? It does seem to be only drinks. And I will say, I didn't watch the video, but as you're talking, I did watch it. 15 times speed is still maybe 4 times slower than a normal human stocking one drink. It's very, very
So we're talking
slow.
about 60 times slower than the average human at stocking drinks. Yeah,
So
it takes
60
about 30 seconds for them to move one, maybe even longer, for them to move one drink about 4 feet, 3 feet.
Yeah. And who restocks the restock?
I think those would be the trucks. I bet
I
those
see,
are
I see.
fitted out so that the truck guy, it's just he probably's doing that because they got a clever thing set up. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now I don't know. I'm lukewarm again after seeing that video because
Speed is a problem.
like you think of like a fast, like heavy hit morning rush at a Conbini. I mean, that's like,
Yeah,
you know,
it's like you're putting a sort of arthritic geriatric with bad vision in charge of restocking some of your highest volume items. So it's definitely risky here.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll prototype, and innovate, and I'm sure.
Innovate it.
Yeah, 2 more years, we're gonna be talking maybe, increase double the speed, Matt. Maybe, who knows? I don't know.
Double the speed.
Oh man.
So that's the big story come out of the Conbini this week, Mike.
All right, Matt. Well, going on to the Chiki Wars. And this week we only have one, but it's a very exciting one. And it's not actually specifically from this week. You actually picked this one up because you were excited about it. But I want to talk about this one, Matt. This is at Lawson. This is the El Chiki and the Yum Yum sauce. How do you say it in English?
In English, I have no idea. This is...
It's spicy Korean sauce. This is the only thing I know about it.
That's all we need to know. Yes.
Yeah.
You had me at spicy Korean sauce.
Yeah.
I think the world just needs to hand over all spicy chicken operations to Korea at this point. Mm-hmm. They've clearly surpassed all humans. Even... Okay.
Whoa.
There is the buffalo wing.
That
would actually be a very interesting, like, MMA style match. The buffalo Korean fried chicken. I'd be very curious to see that matchup. Yeah. But Mike, Yang Yomu, I can't pronounce this stuff. Sauce. This stuff sounds very interesting. I did a little research because we featured it in the newsletter last week. This is a very dynamic sauce. It's got spicy stuff and kind of funky stuff from the gochujang. That's that fermented chili paste that everybody should keep in stock. They throw in stuff like garlic, and then they add a sweet element like a jam, which is very interesting. You're getting sweet, funky, salty, spicy, all in one bite. It just sounds magnificent. And here, Lawson is featuring this. They've blanketed this sauce. I mean, this thing looks like a quilt just spread over a chiki here. I don't know if this is going to be like the real deal. I've never tried this sauce. I'd love to make it at home, and we feature a nice looking recipe in the newsletter, so check it out. But I'm very curious to try this, Mike. I think this could be a home run.
I agree. I have had this sauce before, and I think your description did it well. Yeah, it's the sweetness added to the gochujang. Is that what you call it? But I don't know too much about Korean food. But I will say, just El Chiki, they come in two types. You got the sort of embedded flavor, and then you have the sort of sauce, the brushed, the white sauce, the slathered sauce. This is a slathered offering. And they do tend to be good, Matt. So I'm very excited about this. Anytime you get a spicy option, especially a sweet and spicy, a true sweet and spicy option. So check this out of Lawson. And Matt, did you say there are other items going on with the sauce?
Lawson, at least last week, I don't know if it's still running. They were doing a slew of Korean items, largely featuring this sauce, the Yang Yomu sauce. So they had like Donburi bowls, all kinds of stuff. I think it was like 5 or 6 items featuring this particular sauce. So yeah, it all looked great.
All right, Korean fare going on at Lawson. Everybody get there and get it while it's hot. Hey, all right.
And spicy. All right.
And spicy.
Let's take a look at our scoreboard, new item scoreboard this week, Mike. We got Family Mart, 38 items, Lawson, 24, 7-Eleven, 100, Mini Stop, 24, Daily Yamazaki, 4, Seiko Mart, 4, New Days, 20. Any thoughts on those numbers, Mike?
No, I like a clean 100 from 7-Eleven. Otherwise, looking pretty standard. Family Mart a little bit low, but I think people are recovering from the Obon break, and it looks like we're heading into more normal territory here for a while.
All right, let's jump into our winners and losers. I'm always pumped up to see the loser that you've picked out here, Mike. Let's see what you got. Ooh, yeah, I took a long look at this one too.
Yep, Matt. What we've got is the Funwari Nira Tama, Matt, and what this is, it's a scrambled egg. Sort of an omelet-style egg. And then embedded in that is nira. And nira is, how do you describe it? It's like a stalky, very like thin, stalky vegetable. It's good. I like nira. You eat it in nabe a lot. Like it's really good if it's stewed and gets softer. But it still kind of like has its like maintains its base. Matt, the problem with this is first off, just look at this thing. I mean, it's just egg with nira with like a stalk vegetable embedded in it. Does not sound great. I don't think there's much flavoring going on here. I don't even think there's any rice. I think this is just like an egg with nira. And it doesn't look great, Matt. There seems like there's a lot of stuff they could have done with this. This just looks like crap. I don't know. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, Mike. No, this definitely looks like a war era item here. You know, you're just grabbing, picking dandelions off the sidewalk and mixing them into some scrambled eggs. You know, that's sort of the vibe here. I also had a hard time distinguishing the plate from the egg, and that's never a good sign. Plate here, kind of the same color as the egg. Yeah, I'm a little surprised. They could definitely spice this up, put it on top of some rice, give me a little sauce, because normally this would be, it reminds me of the Korean scallion pancake. That's what they should be doing with this.
That sounds great. Yeah.
Yeah, this just looks like a really cheap, bad version of the Korean scallion pancake. At least give the sauce to go with it. I'm with you. This is a lazy item here, and it does not look appetizing.
Nope. Steer clear.
All right. My loser for this week, Mike, comes out of Lawson. And we've talked about salad chicken before. This is the salad chicken stick barbecue flavor, Mike. And I'll tell you what. If you just show me this salad chicken here, which is it's like a strip of chicken breast. Take away all the accoutrement of this photo and just lay it in a field of grass. I'll tell you what, that thing looks closer to a dog turd than a piece of chicken. And here it is, shrink wrapped, actually lying on a bed of field greens, Mike. So the whole packaging looks like a dog turd in a field surrounded by cherry tomatoes. I just this leaves a terrible impression. It looks bad, or it looks like if you're at like PetSmart or Petco or something, like a dog bone or something you pick up for your dog. This doesn't look like food. There's no sauce that goes about. What about just a plain salad chicken with some dipping sauce? That would be much more
BBQ
appetizing
sauce.
than this ridiculous thing. It's just brown stick. It's terrible.
Yeah. No. Salad chicken is in a weird spot. It's in a very strange... It occupies that very strange zone. In the Conbini, they start off simple, just like... I guess it'd be like boiled or steamed chicken breast, and they've just gone off the handle here, Matt. This looks awful. I agree. It looks like like an overly smoked, like almost like a jerky of some sort.
Jerky.
I think one of the things that's good, if like I don't know what you call it in English, but like the salad chicken, the sort of like slow boiled chicken, is that it really gets that flavor in there, but this does not look like it's in there. It almost looks like the flavor is just kind of like taken over this chicken. There's just nothing left of the chicken. It's really just a sad state. So
It does. It's almost like a demonic chicken.
it's it's completely passed over into the other realm. Yeah, Matt, this is a I don't know. I'm intrigued. I want to see what that thing looks like at the center. Is that the same color?
No way. It's got to be just
chicken.
White as pearls, I think, in there. Right?
Okay.
Or you think
I
they're
don't
actually
know.
Getting smoke penetrated to the middle of that chicken?
If they are, it would be a miracle. So I'm interested to see. But don't just.
All right, let's move on. We gotta pick up. We gotta look at some better stuff here. We got your. Oop.
Yep, Matt, that top row right there. Oh boy. Yeah. That top row right there, Matt. I thought it wouldn't be fair to just choose one. And let me guess. Is there any chance that maybe this was your winner as well?
I'll tell you what, I spent a lot of time thinking which one of these was going to be my winner. I didn't even think to do the whole top row, but you got it right, my friend. It's the whole damn top row here. That's right.
All right. Well, let me. I'll walk us through and just give the general overview, and then you kind of like give us a deep dive in the one you chose. Okay. So Matt, this is that series we've been talking about recently, the modern day something. The modern day meaning like almost completely. So we have the modern day caramel latte coffee jelly. We have the modern day mango pudding. It's almost mango. It's mango pudding that is like mango. Okay, and then we have the strawberry. Wait, what is this? This is the
this one. They kind of lose it here.
This is the strawberry ani pudding. That's almost like a strawberry. Okay. Anyways, but yeah, it's basically just beautiful looking puddings and yeah. So we have the caramel, we have the mango, and then we have the strawberry. They each have various distinct layers. All look outstanding. So yeah. Anyways, I'll pass it over to you.
Yeah, Mike. These all look beautiful. The colors are so dynamic here. Even the coffee one, which is brown, because it's got that layer. It's got this white cloud on top. Mm-hmm. You got the latte. Actually, I don't know what that is. What is this stuff? And then it's got the jelly on the bottom. Just different beautiful colors. The mango. I mean, that's amazing. It looks like a setting sun here, Mike. And I think this one has jelly. There are many different components to this. We got the jelly on top and the pudding on the bottom there. Outstanding. And then the strawberry. I'm a big fan of how do you pronounce that? Onion or something?
Ani tofu. I don't know what you call it in.
Tofu. Yeah. It's like a sweet, soft. It's almost like something between a pudding and tofu. It's delicious.
Yeah.
And it's sweet, but it's got this amazing layer of bright red strawberry jelly sitting on top of it. Oh my goodness. But Mike, the one that really the mango. The mango, this looked just so good with the jelly on top, the pudding on the bottom. It's hot as balls out there, I'm sure. It's got that frozen kanji, just big and bold right on top there. This is going to be a refreshing treat. Yeah, it looks perfect. It looks perfect.
And I gotta say, this one only is actually not just modern day. This one's moto modern day, even more just like mango. I guess there was a version 1. I don't remember, but Matt, this looks absolutely outstanding. And hats off to Lawson. Only they could do it. Except maybe Mini Stop. I mean, but this is just absolutely beautiful. Congratulations to Lawson. I mean, yeah, we both... I when I saw this, I was thinking, oh boy, this is probably the one this week. So
yeah, no brainer.
Check it out.
All right. Now, Mike, it's on to my favorite segment. And I got to say, I'm on the edge of my seat here. We're going to the Genba. It's at the Genba with Mike. The Genba, of course, the place where the action happens. Mike, you're in Japan at the Genba, and sounds like you got some big news.
Got some big news, Matt. This is kind of a story that's got 2 parts, and then it's kind of a cliffhanger. But all right, Matt. So let me walk you through it. So Mai's house. Mai's house. She's on a farm. It's just you walk outside her house. It's just all the rice fields, man, as far as the eye can see. But in one direction, there's a clear path. You look across the rice fields, and there's a Lawson right there. Maybe walk there in, I don't know, 5 minutes. It's very close.
Nice.
It's very nice, and we often hit it up when we go to her parents' house. Well, Matt, I'm really sad to say, and it's been there for a long time. I'm sad to say, it's done. It's closed down. It's already closed down. It's done.
My God.
Done. But Matt, and this is where this is the rising action of the story. So there's rumors going around town that's gonna become a mini stop.
Oh boy. Yes.
So that would mean, and there's no mini stop for miles, around here. That would mean I could have a full rotation. We could go 7-Eleven, Lawson, Family Mart, mini stop. And then if I just drive, maybe I can get there in about 20 minutes. I got a daily Yamazaki. So
okay, so you're just losing a Lawson that's 5 minutes away, but you got another Lawson that's handy still nearby.
Oh, yeah. The normal Lawson that I go to is actually, right down the street from where I am here. But near her parents, that's the closest one.
Got it. Okay.
Near her
you were
parents,
talking 5 minutes from her parents' house.
From her parents' house, yeah. So, big news. It could be a mini stop. Super excited about that.
We have not featured a genba segment from Mini Stop for that reason. There isn't one nearby, and I think some of the products we've been most excited about over the 2.5 years doing this podcast have hailed from Mini Stop. The Halo, of course, being one. But then, we love the Fami Chiki, we love Karaage Kun, but some of the most innovative hotbox product is coming out of Mini Stop, we've realized. And
any sticks, especially sticks. Things on sticks, man.
Yes. Stick meat, stick chicken. This is big news. Is there so this is just word on the street.
Just word on the street. I'm not sure. I heard it from my. She heard it from her friend, who heard it from another friend. So we'll see, Matt. But that would be a good move. You would think, hey, I'm going to open a Conbini. Well, I'm just going to open a Lawson that's right down the street. Why open another Lawson? Open a mini stop.
Yep.
So, and if that happens, Matt, I've been thinking about this. I might start campaigning Kurobe City Hall to get a Seiko Mart.
Oh, wow. That could actually be like a tourism point where you have the nation's Conbini in a single location.
Exactly. You got it all. You take the tour. I could build that tour. We could make that tour. Get a bus, drink some Kurobe beer. Hey.
I don't think Japan realizes the gold mine it's sitting on with Conbini and tourism.
I don't think so either.
They're not pumping it. I mean, we get it. Kiyomizu. Okay. I got it. Yeah. You gotta... Yeah. Would I rather spend a morning with hordes of people at Kiyomizu or getting a halo at Mini Stop?
Very, very simple question.
That's pretty obvious. Well, that's a great idea, Mike, and I would fully support that. It sounds like, though, that rumor mill looks pretty weak so far, so it'd be good to get some updates along the way to see if this becomes the confirmation gets a little clearer.
You're right, exactly. And I will try and follow that story a little bit more. The good news is that infrastructure's already there, and that's a great thing about when Conbinis turn over into other ones. They're up and running within a week, so it could be fast.
Yeah, it's not like here where it takes people 2 years to turn a coffee shop into a coffee shop, which actually happened here. It's ridiculous. Wow, this is exciting.
Yep,
it would open up a whole new slew of opportunities here, and I think this also counts as original reporting, which is also
you heard it here first.
Breaking news.
You heard it here first.
Mini Stop may be opening in Kurobe. All right, Mike. So that wraps up another episode 95. We're closing in on 100 here of the podcast. Thanks to everybody who has supported us and listened to us, especially those buying us a chiki or becoming Conbini masters on our Substack. Carrie G. St. Michel, MH Bongo, Professor H. Meti, Antonio Wake, Roach Band, Devon Pine, Bobby Cheeto, Anonymous 1 and 2. If you want to support the podcast, head over to buymeacoffee.com/ConbiniBoys, or you can become a paying subscriber to our newsletter at conbiniboys.substack.com. Rate and share the podcast however you get your podcasts, and you can also check out all the fun stuff that we're talking about on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter, and yeah, thanks for listening, everybody. Mike, hey, I'll see you. I hope I see you at Mini Stop.
Yeah, I might see you at Mini Stop soon.